What's happening, everybody? Bet you didn't expect another video so soon, right? Well, you were wrong. Alright, so first of all, I want to start with saying that the tutorial video went pretty freaking well, so the next one that I will do will be a tutorial on hands and maybe feet. I might do both, but as of now, I'm going to continue the tutorial series and just make a playlist based off of those. So I'm not sure when I'll get that up. It won't be that long, I promise. Okay, but it could be within a few days, who knows, or within the week. But yeah, that's news on that. So thank you all for the positive feedback on that video. I missed you guys, and I apologize for that again. But anyway, I got some stuff to show you guys. Like I said, I came up with a better way to make my people, because I eventually want to possibly get into maybe selling them, like at a craft fair or something, or set something up. I'm not sure like how I want to do it. Well, if I went to a craft fair, I'd have to sell just the things I already made, but like let's say if I did it over the internet, I'd take requests, like people send me in a picture of something, like a character that, like an OC or something, and I'll make it for them. Fully flexible, you know, head, hands. I'm about to show you a few guys actually, just an example of what I've been up to. And also, another thing that's been keeping me busy is I'm working on another game as well. This one involves really small people, about this big. They look different. I'll show that in the future, but that's a game I'm really seriously pushing for, because this other main one, like, we have so much stuff out for it. Like, I need to start writing things in books, because there's so much lore. I have so many races, dude. It's not even, what am I saying? It's crazy. Yeah, I have so much stuff for the game that we have, and we've been playing that game since, wow, nearing 5 years. So, but nothing's written down. It's just all out of the head, you know. My sisters love it. I even had a cousin that played it for a while, but that's a old story. But yeah, it's going strong. You know, I want to get it out there to you guys, but I need to get some things situated, because I've came up with my own races, my own creatures, land. Well, that's whatever, but it's pretty awesome, you know. And if you guys want to know an update on the game, things went south just recently, and the mainland is pretty much going into an undead apocalypse. I'll show off the character that's starting all that some other time, but yeah, crazy stuff. But let's get to the figures, shall we? Well, this guy is from the desert, and he does this thing where he can split himself into two people, so he throws people off. He's known as Mirage, but his real name's Breldrick. And here he is. The lighting, man. Okay, I don't know if you can see, but his shirt. Hang on 1 second. Sorry about that. Slight interruption. But anyway, this is Breldrick. I don't know if you can see see a little bit good right there, but it's like a dark red. He's got a purple streak in his hair because he's a family member of a former character, but he doesn't know, so he doesn't really consider that his family. That's him. Awesome thing. Look. His hands are completely movable, and they're not going to fall off. Don't worry. I know some people are probably thinking that they would. Look. I'm actually pulling on it. And same with the head. Look at that. The head's not going to come off. Isn't that awesome? That's just the stuff that I do. I always try and find a way to better improve myself. Because I pretty much have the other way down. Speaking of, it's going to look a little shabby compared, but this thing right here, this entire figure I made blindfolded, sitting outside. Just to see if I really had my technique down, which I do. See, feet and everything. And I'm going to show you guys how to make... Oh, I don't know if you noticed. Sorry, off topic, but I went from 5 fingers to 4. One is kind of just a little unique thing to do, even 4 toes. But it saves me a lot of pipe cleaner room, because if I go 5, it kind of throws off how I tie it into the arm. And especially with the new way that I make them. The posable. I'm not sure if I'll do a tutorial on those ones anytime soon, because those we'll see. Think about it. But there's that. Made it blindfold. Quite proud of myself. But anyway, back to this guy. Here's a sword. Just slow down. Doesn't look like anything special, but it's got this cloth that feels kind of leathery right there, so it's actually a pretty good grip for his hand. What you do is just close the fingers up and boom, you're ready to go. And as for the fingers, you know, it's pretty much like a double pipe cleaner, so I've personally, with how I make them now, haven't run into any problems with them possibly breaking, unless you move the hands like a million times a day. But for as often as I move them, hasn't been a problem. I have some figures that have been out for a while, still their hands are fine. And my main problem back when I started was their bodies bending in half. Like, if you go look at my first video, those characters, you know, like that, and their heads breaking off. I don't have that problem no more, because, you know, that's the stuff I look at and realize, I was like, what can I do to improve that part? Just constantly improving and improving, and it's awesome. I love it. And my sister did the sewing on those pants. Nice, huh? But anyway, yeah, as for the hands, posable. Feet, it's kind of hard to see his feet move around too much because he's got wraps around, but his feet completely move around. But that's not the ones I'm going to do the next tutorial for. It's going to be these ones, the ones that are attached to the wrists. Still good, but it just adds more flexibility for posing, whatever. The only downfall, if you like taking pictures, you know, they're not really well known for, well, for staying, you know, because they're flexible, they're for like playing with. And like, for example, let's say if I were to make something of this and you say, hey, can you make mine to where I can pose him and he'll stay that way? I can do that, because that's how I used to make my people. Because I used to make ties, I used to tie like the muscles actually into the body, to where wherever I bend it, it would stay. But after a while, it started damaging things around the joint to where it breaks. So if you just want it for posing, you can just let me know. That's if I get something popping off of this. No promises. But yeah, it's just something, because, you know, I've been doing this forever. Might as well try and see something out of it, if possible. So, since me personally, I haven't really seen any jointed pipe cleaners figures, and if I'm wrong, I'd really love you to show me, because I'd like to see. But as of right now, I haven't seen any. So, yeah. On to the next character. This one is very interesting. He's psychotic, and he loves bloodshed. But that's just how he was raised and tested on. He's like he was experimented with multiple things. I'll get more into his story later on. But his experiment name, the name that he only knows, is Vel Crenn. And here he is. I know what you're thinking. What's so special? Oh, look. See that? He likes to cock his head a lot. And he likes to crawl around on all fours. See? Like that. And see the marks on his face? 3. Well, guess what? He turns into this crazy werewolf beast. Looks like a werewolf, but as in comparisons to my last wolf character, I know if you follow my deviant, you'll remember this. But him, I'm not sure if I posted him on here. Did I? I think I did. But yeah, last wolf character. And here's his werewolf version. Pretty beastly, right? Look at that. Look at those teeth. I need to find a better angle, because next time I need to face this way, because it's towards the light, so my apologies. But for comparisons, there's the markings on his face. I was really happy with this, especially considering his feet not so much, but his hands move around. Sorry if I keep looking over here a lot because the screen's here, but look, especially this one moves around really well. See? Even his head, it moves around down here, so get his poses going on. Yeah. That's Vel Crenn. But I'll get more into his story some other time. I want to do like lore episodes. Try something like that. Just talking more about different characters or different races. Who knows, you know? But yeah, that game has been going on forever, and I kind of like, as much as I want to start getting it out there, just it's frustrating. Okay, this last character I want to show you guys. I can't find his crossbow, which I'm kind of mad about because his crossbow is so epic. This is a Charkin, and Charkins are the ones that have the demon beads. So, like, they can change, but his is attached to his crossbow, and he takes some of his blood and gives it to his demon for it to make his shot like demon essence charge, so it's just a lot more powerful. But this is Kinpill. I know he looks kind of crazy, but that's because he's been staying out in the desert. Again, his hands move around, his head moves, but it's tied down with this. Wait, does his head move? No, this one's head does not move. This is when I was experimenting with the hands. So only his hands move, his feet don't move. But his boots look pretty cool. I'm kind of proud of those. Again, pants sewn by my sister. Nice pants and the coat. She did a very good job. And yes, it's inspired by Hellboy's coat, so nothing original there, just looks awesome. He's got a crossbow. I would have posted him with it, but can't find it, so maybe I can post it up on Deviant sometime later. Got little goggles going on, just hot glue. He's got a scarf. But yeah. Well, that's all I got to show you guys. Let me know what you think. You know, we're slowly but surely getting somewhere. We're almost at 200 subscribers, that's crazy, you know. That is pretty crazy. And again, I'm sorry for the tutorial getting out extremely late. Just constant things, and then, you know, no really excuses, but just got a lot going on. Let me know. I want to start doing a thing also with making little weapons for like characters. Like, if you want me to make something, you can rather like send me a link to a picture, like if it's like on a Deviant or wherever. Just make sure you don't send nothing bad. Like, come on, you know. We probably do a thing about that, and who knows, maybe in the future I'll do weapon tutorials also if you want to learn about that, because as far as the weapons go, they are pretty sturdy. Like, it is not easy to bend that at all. Look, I'm holding his whole body up with it. You know? It's all up to you guys. You know? So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Like it if you enjoyed it, dislike it if you didn't. If you haven't already, subscribe. And that's all I got for you guys. So I'll let you know. Let me know what you want to do about all that stuff I talked about. I don't even know what I was trying to say. But as for the tutorial, I'll let you guys know. Let me know what you think about that also. So yeah, you guys take it easy. And, have a good night.